Grandpa, say hi. Say hi to the camera.
Hmm?
Say hi to the camera.
Say hi to the camera.
Yes.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hello. 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 How are you? I'm good.
Pre-filming?
Yes.
You are a camera woman?
Yes, I'm the filmer. First person with food. Hello.
Hi.
The line for food.
Alright, not wasting any time. Is it just go down? Yeah. Take it anyway. Yes. And this is the She's with Papa. Oh, I want to help.
Hello, you're not sofa back. Celebrating in one.
Happy birthday. Hey.
We'll take it. Here's mother.
You want one of everything? And this one? Banana banana? Yes, if you would like to, that would be good. You want provision?
Okay, how about I make
I'm
my
good.
plate? I'll put it in the back there, then I'll come.
Okay, thank you. What you don't want provision, Casey?
I'm good.
I could take that, right? Yes, go ahead.
Hold on.
You want mac and cheese?
Of course.
You asked that for.
And you want some salad?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, Auntie, you want some fish or chicken or fish?
Real fish. This is fried fish. With
Now let me make my plate back there covering the leg. Go ahead. I'll just
It's always there. And it's all locally grown, everything here. So. Whenever that you know, and the audience has to answer.
Okay.
You have to read the question out loud.
I know.
Okay.
At what age did Mama become a principal?
And what age did Mama become a principal? Who wants to guess? Go ahead, Brian.
25.
No.
32.
No. Is that 32 now? Is that 32? Okay, one more guess and then we give the answer.
33.
33, no. What's the answer again? 46. Okay, so somebody has to pick again. Okay.
just pray myself to be.
Oh, you did? Oh no. That's how it goes anyway.
In what village did Papa first raise his adopted sons?
There you'll see the cat.
Great adopted son.
Grand Four.
Grandpa.
No, I see it.
Me?
That's correct.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it would be cheating if we had.
And all is correctness on the
Because it was Jeff and I who were taken to Sacrifice together in the same vehicle, sitting next to each other.
But weren't you with your grandpa?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so who answered? John, let me go. John, you have to pick the next question. No, it was Sorenette who answered the question. Don't just add it to the question.
Oh,
Okay.
I have to get a double prize because I asked the question and answered it.
But you need the answer to the question, so it doesn't count.
In what decade did they first lay eyes on each other?
I know this one. I know it.
I would like to answer it, you know.
What is it?
The 60s.
How do you know?
Because I heard the answer.
Right, in the 60s. The answer to that is the 60s. And Catherine got it right.
Dug it.
Oh, okay, please. Okay, here, pick your question. Then you have to read it out loud for everybody to hear.
At what age did Mama get running water?
What age?
What age was she? How old was she when she got running water?
I know this one.
Don't say it.
Don't take it.
Don't answer. Uncle, at what age did Mama get running water?
Disconnected. Connected.
35.
No.
36.
No.
37. 24.
You're gonna be wrong. 16. Okay, we're just gonna tell. No,
20, 23.
okay, she was below 25.
23.
17.
19. Wait, where was she?
Very close.
14?
10.
What'd you say?
No, Uncle, what you get?
What village?
What? Right.
You're closer than me.
11.
Okay, 13.
13. 13. I knew that one. Good job. I know.
You're so good.
Pick the next question and then put it out loud.
Hold on.
Yes, okay, pipe-borne water. Yes, at 13. Trust
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and it was like,
Read it.
Name one thing their children morning routine. That's what it is? Their childhood morning routine. So I would assume that's Mr. and Mrs. Bruney.
Yes.
Okay. Their childhood morning routine.
so name one thing that they did that was part of their childhood
I
morning
think the
routine.
question for Papa. Because Mama didn't have routine.
Get water from the
But she had her, she said to me she did. Oh yeah, she did one. Yeah, she had something.
Okay, so the morning.
Get water from the river.
So that's a two-part question then.
First one, yeah.
That's a two-part question.
Walk to school.
Yeah, that's a given.
That's like a chore.
Yeah.
Yes, but specifically what
Oh.
animal?
Chickens.
No.
Pig. Goats. Pigs.
No.
Ducks probably.
Cows.
Cows.
Cows. Okay.
Well, they have to
Disgusting.
move the cow. Papa had to move the cow and then milk it
Look, it's a dog.
before school.
All the way over there. I went behind the
You
car.
said cow?
What?
You said cow?
Yeah, Ma, that cat's been walking around here.
You have to pick the next question.
Can you record me? Okay, oh, can you record me?
Is somebody recording a video?
I am.
Rachel
Well, give it
is.
to Rachel. Give it to Caitlin. I'm sorry, I have no food. I'm not sure if it's allowed to video. Yeah.
It's a stray cat. Hi. I'm just letting it sniff my hand.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What's the next question, Richie?
How many islands did Mama go to further her studies?
You said Lord.
Read it.
How many islands did Mama go to further her studies?
2.
How many islands did Mama go to further studies?
I think 3.
So we have 2. 4. Okay, anybody else? So we have 2, 3, 4,
5.
5.
I think
Oh yeah, this is in 0.5. I knew it.
Yeah.
Antigua, Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana. So let me again.
Ghana is an island, he says. It's a country. Sorry.
Oh.
Baba has to fact check.
Oh, yeah, of course. So name them, Mama. Antigua, Jamaica.
Jamaica, Antigua.
I can see Grandma's face.
Thank you.
The flowers are covering it. I think the flowers should be in the middle of them.
Yeah.
Don't you have that thing that
was
Miranda gave you? She could use it. Mosquito repellent.
I left it in the.
I'll go and get mine.
Yes? What do you need?
Video 6 minutes
At
long.
what age did they have their last child?
Wait, they? Oh.
Some of this trivia is so specific, we should have hints, you know, for that. Between 30 and 40, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Grandpa was in his 50s.
Do we know how old Grandpa is?
56.
Grandpa's 89 right now, right?
Oh, and minus that, my mommy's
Yes.
age.
He's 40?
Okay, 41 minus.
80?
Wait, should we do 89 or 90?
Let's do,
No,
yeah.
no, 89. 89.
She's close.
Yeah, because she's turning 5.
I'm not a
Okay, 89 minus
And this says 48.
41.
I'm 46.
48 for Grandpa.
So I said 28, so if I'm closer.
Done reporting.
Hey guys, it's good.
No, someone said 31. Yeah.
Gigi are the closest. What is that, Steve? What is that?
Sat down.
No, it knows food. There's food around.
Yeah. Wait for it.
Someone will.
So I have the number right. What I just told you. So Gigi's very close.
Which number is that?
Anybody else wants to guess?
35. Ah,
What age do you come from?
33.
You're not allowed to answer. Anyway, wrong. You're not allowed to answer.
I'm not, because you know. Yeah.
Okay.
You know the answer?
And Gigi said 32.
Yeah, because I was with them in the car when they made the questions.
Yes. And I'm going to give it to you
I'm drinking passion fruit juice. Has food. That's lentils. That's chicken. And then I have my water right here. And I have my fork right there. It's Justin. Say hi, Justin.
This is going on a YouTube channel. It is.
How many years did Papa
As if it's my YouTube channel.
Wait, it's your YouTube channel?
No. It's the
Did everybody get a question?
I still have a
How
question.
many
What do I
years
do
did
with it?
Papa teach in La Plaine in the first instance?
3 years.
Huh?
What'd you do with your chicken?
Everybody else
I just left it here.
6?
No, not 2, not 6.
5 years.
1.
No.
4 years.
4 years is the answer. Did it just listen to all the
I mean,
Okay, last question.
deduction, yeah? Deductive reasoning. Because I really didn't know the answers. In what countries did Papa further his studies?
I know one.
Disconnected.
That's what I was thinking.
Connected.
Antigua is one, yeah. England is the other, yeah. Okay, correct. I read that. That's it, yes. Thank you guys for playing.
Oh.
So just a quick thing. So one of the reasons why we thought this space was really appropriate to have this celebration is because this is where Papa served as an acolyte in this church for his whole life. And this is where he had his first job down the street. So just wanted to recognize.
By the way, it was not down the street, it was right here.
It was there. Okay, it was right there.
That was the scriptures hall. The first scriptures hall.
Okay. So I'm gonna play some music while John gets ready to get us together.
I guess they would.
And you guys, everybody has a memory card in front of them, and there should be a pen around. Somebody on your table should have a pen, where you can write your favorite memory of Mama or Papa.
Where's the cat? I want to see
When you're done with the cards, put them in the box over there. There's a box on the table. There should be a pen right by number 5. There should be one by number 2.
Francis. Hello. Oh, your godfather too? Yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, I just want to say, before I try something on the mouth organ, I once more want to recognize Uncle Francis for what he did, especially in my life. It's hard, I cannot stop saying and appreciating what Uncle Francis did for us. And it's really us, Arnold, Jeff, Luis, and I, that this man sacrificed a great part of his youth. A great part where he was the popular guy, the head teacher, and some guy in the school who was not married. And we occupied his space at his home. He sacrificed that for us. I know, had it not been for Uncle Francis, I would not have gone to high school. Okay? Because the head teacher here never selected me for common entrance. All of us spent about, well, Luis and I spent 1 year, I think Arnold 1 year, and we went to high school with Uncle Francis. Okay, so the song I'm going to be playing, a song that I played before, I mean the old songs, because that's what people of Uncle Versus age and maybe part of me used to be listening to. Okay? So this one is going to be about a fishing trip. Do what? Daddy do what? Do potty bang. Okay? Now, Uncle Francis, this song, I remember my mother and them used to play it all the time. But it's a sad story actually. It was in the time of slavery. I'm not sure which one of the islands, it could have been Dominica, St. Vincent, one of them, where this parent, mother father, was looking at the daughter, his or her daughter, being taken away by the ship to another island, or maybe to the US. And that person wrote that song. It was Tibatola Kialawadla Kipondudu Moemene Yale. That's the boat, the little boat that's in the harbor. Took my little one, my loved one, and went away. Ela Ela se putushu. All Elas is forever. Ela Ela se putushu. Okay? But I remember they sing it a lot. That was in time of Uncle Francis. Last one, I just want to sing, I am the vine and you are the branches, because certainly there was one time in my life, I was the vine and he was the branch. Sorry, I practiced only today. I'm going to try it again.
Get on the mic. No, I think you're loud enough. Yeah.
Give it. Hooray! Milestone has been achieved. 90. His wife is 80. And his first daughter is, I don't know.
50.
Uncle, I wish that you live 10 more. Hip hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip hip!
Hooray!
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Bruney for what he has done. I mean, he has been very impactful. What I remember is coming to Lapland with him. I figured my sister wanted to protect him, so sometimes he come to Lapland, then I would have to come with him. Many times we slept by Mama Oloi. There was no lights then. But one thing with him, we had to stop at every brother and sister. We had to go by Mr. Jocelyn and Tita, Dada. Then when we go to Roseau, we have to go by Mr. Fidelis. So it shows you how he was particularly interested in his family, and he can show today the number of persons here celebrating with him 90th birthday. And also Nen Soso, she's my sister as well as my godmother. Yeah, I would like to thank her for the impact she had on me. I mean, she taught me as well. And I wish you all many more years, and thank you for what you all have done.
Auntie Oxy, Auntie June, you don't have to feel like you have to do it, but I'm just putting it out there.
Auntie Jules.
Auntie June, standing up. Woo! This never happened.
Yes, I just want to say that Mr. Bruney is a very, very loving and caring person. We have had a very good relationship, like a father-child relationship. Well, my dad died in 1970, and he got married in early 71. That was like in January.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and he was like, a father figure. He was like my father. If I had any problem, I could speak to him. Even better, I could even relate to him better than my sister. So. If I had a problem, I felt more comfortable going to him. But my sister, I love her very much. Yes. I mean, we grew up together. She's my eldest sister. She was my teacher at one time. So I just want to wish them the best.
Thank you, Auntie.
And Papa, I wish you live many more years.
Thank you.
So too.
Oh, Auntie Oxy. Oh, hey.
I wish you thank God for both of you.
I did just.
And many more. Not you alone, but you also. Very caring and loving. I can remember going to, when he used to be going to La Plaine, stopping all about. I can remember when he was going to Grand Five, I remember that very well. And it's 2 hours I had to drink the whiskey because so cannot drink it. And he take a glass, I'm helping him to drink the whiskey. That was something we did together. Anyway, it was very easy to go to Mr. Bruney and talk to him about anything, and I wish him the best, and I can't say too much.
Thank you, Auntie.
All right. Mama, you saying something? She wants Esther to eat. Esther is her godchild. all the way from Roseville to be here. So she wants us to get it. Esther, it's up to you.
Digest.
Yes, her digest first. So let's start with somebody from Uncle Justin's family. Who from Uncle Justin's family wants to give a speech? Huh?
How are you? My sister's talking, Grace.
I was told that I had to represent. Uncle Francis has been somebody whom I would describe as a second father to a lot of us. And in the interest of brevity, I'm just going to spell uncle with a few words. Understanding, nurturing, caring, loving, and the last one was, I didn't write it down because the last time I really spoke at anything, it was like, well, 3.5 years ago, or 3 years and a little bit ago. And it wasn't a nice speech I had to give, so I kind of lost it. But the last one was
Exceptional?
no, I'll say, because I also had to say that each one of you probably have a number of words that you can add to it, but I only chose to use one, so in the interest of brevity. And I think somebody said it, elevating. Okay. So uncle, I wish you many, many more years. Auntie, I think when you came into uncle's life, his life was complete. And you have been an asset to us just as he has been an asset to us. I wish you many more years together.
I already made the confession to you, Uncle Francis. When 5 of us, Dave, Reggie, Mikey, George, and me, landed by Granny, that's when during your days as a bachelor, and we got into that little room you had there, the record player, and the Merrymen songs, Ring Ting Ting and so on. I wasn't the one that destroyed the thing. And the other thing is, always up to now we do it. On a completely different note now, I don't want to say you were the best. You were the best. You still are the best. You're the only uncle I have now. But I always feel jealous of these 4, what I call the 4 musketeers. There's 4 of them represented here now. John, Arnold.
Another one is a Luis.
Jeff is on his way, so I have to take it for Luis. Right? I made that joke long ago. I think Gail and this was so, and Grace was there. These 4 guys, many years after they became adults and so on, they were talking about home and whatever, and they described a certain beating, a volley that they got from Uncle Francis for pulling a prank that he caught up to. None of them, up to today, deny that they deserve the beating, right? I know they needed the beating. But when they describe the way that beating going, I feel jealous. And I would really like, if Jeff was there, I would give.
Jeff is here, he'll be here soon.
Grace, I want to borrow your bell. So I can get Uncle Francis to administer that beating again. So I will stand in for the late Luis. If I will be part of it, I won't be jealous. But no, it says a lot, that the kind of respect that they had for him when they knew they deserved the beating. And many years later, they relate it as it was such a grand event. So I don't have to say anymore. And so we wish you and Uncle Francis the best. Many more than 10 years.
Thanks, Baba.
Thank
You can use the mic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Did you get the mic for him? You
I
might
thought
have to
I was
go
just
to
gonna
it
use
though.
my preaching voice.
You might have to go to it though, Arnold. I don't think the cord is long enough to get to you. Oh,
Oh, forget about the Gigi. I'll be okay. When my voice feeds, I will. Okay, well, I'm just blessed to have had these two people in my life, and Uncle Francis first, and and his family, Gail and Grace. But Uncle Francis is not just my uncle, and I'm sorry for the rest of the family who can't make this claim. But Uncle Francis is also my godfather. Uncle Francis, I describe him also as my foster father, in the sense that he was caring for us, Jeff and I. He was my headmaster. In addition, he was my teacher. He was my driver. And but what I want to talk about most is the early part of my knowing him. When I was a little child, almost every morning I would run to my mother from the house to the kitchen. My mother's in there, and I would tell her, and my siblings make joke of that throughout my life. That I'd say my mother's name was Anta. Anta, I had a dream. And before I tell her what the dream is, she'd tell me, I know what the dream is. I'd say, what's the dream? She'd say, you dream that your power come at home. You know, like, he's my good father. So it's as if, like, almost every night, I'm dreaming that he came home. So, but, I mean, that was a very important period in our lives where a lot of people would sort of like lose their parents. You know, people like I remember having to walk through funeral with my best friend, like a person like Frank Williams, who Auntie Martha was his godmother, and thinking, what would happen to me if my parents died? And I always thought as if I had an insurance in him, you know. And sometimes I think of insurance like personal insurance in terms of a relationship. That at least my parents had about 13 children, but I know I would have coverage. Maybe that was what I was considering, making me think of him. And he would always give me a nice Christmas present. I grew up in Phil City. We had so many boys who were competing, several families. And I remember once, and that's the only gun that I've handled. But Uncle Francis bought me a nice silver capsule. And I was the star in the air. So I always felt special because of him. And you guys know the story about Servant Pie, taking him, you know, and so on and so forth. And he was always like a disciplinarian, although he was very kind. But he, as a headmaster, if you notice, he always would wear his shirt in his pants. Sometimes I make jokes with him. Why is your shirt off your pants? Right? No, off your pants. You know? And but that helped us. People like Jeff and I and John and Luis developed some discipline that I feel many others might not have had the exposure to. And then I remember when he got married, I was about 14 years old, or 13, 14 years old. And I went to the wedding, and I'm saying to myself, privately, what's going to happen to me and my relationship with him? So I sat behind the house in moderate yet, you know, consoling myself. And there was a Benway there with some beer. And I was 15 years old. I said, I'm gonna get over that, John. I took a beer. And after that, you've been, you know, like you're my aunt now. So nobody knew that I drank the beer. Uncle, I took a drive down to Roseau with your father, and he and I went. So of course it has been just a blessing for me in so many ways. I mean, in fact, for example, when he would leave us, Jeff and I, in the house to, you know, like on a Saturday, let's say he's going to Roseau to get paid. He would set traps for us in the house, telling us to clean the place and all the things to do. And we were, you know, young boys, you know, at that time. We just had a simple way to deal with it. We just comb the house wherever there's a burnt match or something, we take it. But he never knew that we were doing these things because we would. But then we know that we would have to use other tools on our children, you know. So it was just Jeff was there to continue, but I remember once. One more thing I remember about Uncle Francis that I always think about. John, you remember you talked about the like the common entrance. They would never let us get you and Luis get into the common entrance. Uncle Francis took me and Jeff to go to school with him. 32-year-old man, young man, and then so I did the first common entrance and I failed. I failed because they did not count my English paper. But I came out first in the failures. And so Uncle Francis told me, don't worry, we will go to SMA to do the exam at SMA. And Uncle Francis woke us up at about 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, Saturday morning when we have to get to Roseau. Because while we were driving from Southern Pie to Portsmouth, it was not uncommon for us to get more than one flat tire. Yeah. And a flat tire did not mean that you just put a spare on. You had to remove the tire from the rim. You had to take up the tube. You had to hot patch the tube, put it back without cutting it, and sealing it, and proceeding. And we got to SMA about 2 hours before SMA was ready. And Jeff and I went and we did the exam. So if it wasn't for Uncle Francis, I probably would be somewhere else right now. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Uncle Pop-Up family, while we wait for Nendada's family to arrive.
Okay. Well, I did say something about it
You
before I
did.
spoke. But I mean, there's just so much to say about Uncle Francis. If Uncle Francis, I mean, this man, he carried himself with so much dignity, so much self-respect. Yes, still he was pleasant. Yes, still he was pleasant. Yes, still we laughed together, but we knew he was serious. And probably why maybe guys like me and Luis made it to we passed the first year because we lived with our teacher. we couldn't make excuses that we didn't do our homework. and we better had, because this man was very serious. Okay, he fathered us. He really did father us. And I cannot ever be enough thankful for that. So I never knew something was going on. They tricked me. By the way, he was full of tricks, huh? Okay. I mean, I really left Kuribi Street not knowing there was anything happening. And so you were with him. You were more tricky than him. Okay, you pretended, you know. But I mean, look at him. You know, as a teacher, her head always like that, you know. She's always so straight and proper. You know. That's what I am, Joe. It's what makes you. But more than that, right, guys? Everybody, here we have the Bruney family and Lestrade and those who have joined us. I mean, whenever we meet, it's always such a love. I mean, a love affair. I feel so fortunate. Whenever I meet my Bruney family, it's just a love affair. We all love each other, hugs and kisses everywhere. Up there in the States, here, everywhere. So thank God for this event. I mean, guys, relationship is what it's all about, you know. Trust me, if it wasn't for a good relationship, we would not be here. It would be the same man, but we would not be here because we don't like him. But because of our love for him while we're here. Guys, you know, we have material things, and some people are lacking the wisdom to realize that the material thing isn't what makes us. It's a relationship among ourselves. Our relationship with others. It's everything. Somebody carrying a bad attitude. You know what's happening to them? They're having a very bad relationship with their head. Okay? So Uncle Francis, thank you very much. Everybody, we love each other. Love you all.
If anyone wants to stand up around Auntie Baby's family, please go ahead and do that.
Alright, Auntie, Uncle, I standing up, but it's because it's all here. So, as far as raising up with Auntie and Uncle, I didn't have the privilege. Okay. I'm making sure I look at all this that spoke before me. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Well, what can I say? Everything I've known about Uncle, as far as every time I've ever interacted with him, it's pretty much like interacting with my grandmother. Very kind, very warm, very, as they have demonstrated and pointed out, as far as the way they carry themselves. You know, there's a certain level of class and self-respect that they carry with them. And also the people that basically embrace them, and the people that basically place themselves around them, as far as seeing that type of character and leaning forward on it because of the fact that it is what it is, right? You can't avoid it. It's there. So as far as that experience, I can speak to that. As far as those two troublesome ones, they're my cousins and them I raised up with. You all did a very good job. They're amazing people, and they did an amazing job as far as their kids and their family is concerned. I know it's about you right now, Uncle, but I just wanted to point out the fruits of your labor, of both of your labor. So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh no, you come on me. No, April. Oh my gosh. Did you finish your food?
I'm just recording. Thank you for coming.
What?
Oh, time. Yes. But then you want to have a hot.
Let's film.
Yes, I did. On a video playing.
Why? This is what I heard in cats.
The cake.
Okay, we're going to do two things. We're going to, we had one family, and then that family who didn't give a speech. And since they're here now, they're going to do that. And then we're going to, we have one more person to give a speech, and then we're going to continue. And then Mama and Papa will open up the dance floor.
Smile.
Yeah. Okay, so Nendada's family. Doesn't have to be my face like that. It doesn't have to be my face like that. Anybody from Nendada's family?
Right here, right here.
All right.
Right here.
Yes.
And Jeff in the bush somewhere. Oh, Jeff is right back. Jeff is back.
Bring yourself back.
There is Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Here's Caitlin.
Wonderful check.
Yes, I like it.
Do you like Auntie Gail's cake?
Colors match, yes. Colors match our clothes.
Alright, everybody. Sorry for being late.
Imagine I just dropped.
I'm going to go, but so I'll still continue. All right, happy birthday to Uncle Francis and Auntie So-So. It's been a pleasure knowing you guys. It's been a very wonderful, and you know, like, let me see. The idea of coming here was like a no-brainer. So I made every effort to get to Dominica for that occasion. But let's flash back. 1969. Then the other decided she's gonna hand that baby boy into a 33-year-old guy. And I was like, I went back and said, well, who's she still thinking about? But the matter of fact that she did that, she knew who she was putting her son into, the hands of the person that she was entrusting her and his son to. So the courage, I mean, later on I realized that she was not just making a random, move. She knew what she was doing. And as a matter of fact, his attitude, his style kind of molded me for the future. I mean, there is nothing I can say that he did, he should never have done that to me and stuff like that. So the track that I took in life was particularly, branded or molded or taken from his one of his playbooks. Stern, always to the point. I mean, no fooling around. You gotta do your work. You gotta be always at the ball. You want to progress in life, you gotta study. So that was a shining example for me. I did not lose a beat when I left La Plaine. Let me say that I lost a lot of ground when I came into not Quilvistry, but Savin Pie. I left a beautiful place here where you could grow anything outside, it's upside down. And you go to Savin Pie and there's just rocks and, ratchet and all this kind of stuff, no water. But a little thing helped me out a little, is that there's a nice, calm ocean, which helped me. I mean, you go in that ocean, it's like you just sit and lean in heaven. It's no waves, nothing. Like, oh man, what does that thing have? Well, I don't miss anything. But so as I grew up and we progressed, in life, I had to leave. I went to grammar school. So his legacy, what he had passed on to me, has guided my life. It kept me. I always remember these things he used to say. The words come out, like I always say the same thing he said. My mother said it. He always said something like my mother used to say, like, it's not everything that you have to say. Everything that you hear, you should say. And he knew all this. He knew all the lingo. He knew everything. So I credit him a lot for my life. And when he got into a stage where he wanted to say, time to separate and get into his own man thing, someone was tapping on his shoulder and saying, like,
something is, we can't say single all that time. So here comes a colleague or friend of his, and so time was coming up for us to just like, I say, Uncle, you gotta go. You're on your own now. So here comes, married to a beautiful lady from Colby Street. She was a catch, he was a catch. One of them, who I said, well, I don't know. Somebody said he was a catch, she was a catch. But they were a real match. Here they are. Many, many years after that. Still going strong. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
You're doing well. I pray the blessing of God upon you. Continue blessing. That's the foundation that you laid, the principle and the elements of the family. You, as Uncle Francis Alfie, is the last pillar that in the family. You still hold strong. You still. Everybody knows what you did. Everybody can have a sense of your example in your life. This is where the society needs to be. People like you and so. People who have never strayed from the foundation, the elements, and that build people, that build lives, that never stray away from the truth. You know, you see something that's not right, you say it's not right. You know the right thing, you'll do the right thing. Don't say, okay, we'll just turn my head off. No, he never did that. And I like to see one of the songs that he always sang when we were at school. And the education officers would come in and he would say, come on, everybody, let's sing a song. He'd say, full of joy. Full of joy, we gladly greet you. And everybody would stand and sing, full of joy. And he'd go to one second, full of joy, full of joy. And he the crowd, the school would just echo that, that song. And everybody would be so like, wow. The guys would stand on the door and say, what's this? And he did transfer that to Coolidge when he moved there. So I always remember that song, full of joy. Full of joy, we gladly greet you. You welcome to our school today. With the honor just to greet you. Listen to our merry lay. She knows that. She knows that. So that was always the song I loved. You sang that. Thank you, sir. My friend, my uncle, my Pawe. I tell my wife, that's my Pawe. Say, right, your Pawe. So all the time she always called him Pawe. But I said, no, it's Pawe. So you're gonna say, greet your Pawe. I say, yeah, my Pawe. So thank you very much. It's been a hard time today, very hard. I'm soaking in my sweat. But I love it, because this is what life's about. Life's about family. It's about touching, feeling everybody. Letting know people that, you love them. Not because you're far away. There's a time you say, oh, yeah, come here. But this one? No, how can we miss that one? No way. That was a true fact. I'm saying you complain for what? You don't have any choice. You're that full, man. And today, this is the fish I like. I like fish. Fish is the thing I like. That's it, Power. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I am here in America, in Dominica, not America. La Plain, Dominica. Land of your birth, land of my birth. Like Stefan Lester said, it's a land of you put on Terry. Right? No breeze, land of you. Yep. So, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now we have Mama Joan down and Esther James. What's your last name now? Esther Thomas.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Hello, Teacher Soso. Hello, Dad. Hello, Mr. Bruney. It's good to be here on such a special occasion. It's an occasion I could not miss. It's an occasion I had to be here. And as Grace said, I'm Teacher Soso's goddaughter. And more so, she adopted me as her daughter. And as in those times when communities really raised children, we were like two families across from each other. And everyone looked out for each other. So Teacher Soso was the watch for my mom. And so we could not, like we say, Malkawe. Because if we did anything contrary, she would say, Margins, we say the girl Kali. But it was nice to know that families cared for each other, and as children we felt so secured with the elderly, and with those who were older than us. And of course they were not only my neighbor, my godmother, but they turned out to be, one was my teacher So-so. That's why I call her so up to today. And of course, Mr. Bruney. Mr. Bruney was the head teacher at the time when I went to Kulibistri Primary School. And surely, as you all have said, he was indeed a disciplinarian and he know how to use that whip. Woo! When he sat on the stage and when they send you to the head teacher, put up your hand, whap! I said, Jesus Lord, this thing is burning. And then of course you go home and you complain, no, the teacher hit me. And teacher also would then come and give a big, will give the evidence why you got the whooping. Esther was misbehaving in class today. Not that I was a misbehaving child, but essentially that's how they were watchdog for our parents. And
oh, you not celebrating?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, you put it on. This one.
Okay.
You remove it.
Yes, I'll remove it. I'll remove the first piece.
I haven't seen the flavor yet.
I have no idea what the flavor is.
That's a box.
It doesn't look like it though. You want your own piece or you want to share, Papa?
I want to share Papa.
Looks like an interesting flavor.
Okay.
Maybe they put some spices in it.
Gail, you coming to cut your cake now?
Woo!
Cutting her cake.
Your cake looks very nice.
I don't spoil that, huh? Is the bottom edible now?
No.
No? Okay. I don't think.
How about you? Put a piece there for you. Putting a piece for you. I'm putting a piece for you.
Oh boy.
A big piece you want or a small piece?
Got it.
Alright, take your piece. And then I will
Smile.
Yeah, I'll just cook for everybody.
Smile. Put the smile in that. Remember when you got married on the day? And so smile for the occasion to have a nice moment.
I think
Your cake is there.
I got it.
Yes, she got it.
Yes, I did. I am even thinking.
I put the fork there.
Grandma, smile.
Yes, I'm smiling.
Your left hand, you take it. This is your right hand. This is your pointing with your hand.